What's up, lore masters? The Talis Light Warbird was one of the most powerful vessels of its time. In service during the 23rd century, the ship served with both distinction and gravitas, even proving itself a threat to Federation colonies and starships. The Warbird would be feared by most who encountered it, and I imagine it's about this time that a lot of my audience will be expecting me to lambast the fact that the vessel sees a resurgence in the 25th century. However, unlike the superpower that is the United Federation of Planets and the monolith that is the Klingon Empire, these ships are largely fielded by the Romulan Republic at the death of the 24th century and birth of the 25th. An offshoot of the Romulan Star Empire, the Republic is ultimately what amounts to one large centralized fleet, a homeworld, and a few colonies, at least in the beginning. So it makes sense that this ragtag nation would scrounge every vessel it could find, repair them, and then update them as best they could with the technology they had. Once the ship was passable, it would be sent out to defend the insignificant borders of the Republic. While a 200-year-old design, the Talis Light Warbird in the 25th century would be upgraded with the most current technology to make it a reasonable threat. While the design is antiquated, the ship is the most maneuverable and fastest vessel of the Romulan warship lineage. It has 3 specialty consoles allowing for 1 tactical officer, 1 engineering officer, and 1 science. Additionally, it does have a Romulan battle cloak allowing the vessel to cloak and uncloak during combat, as well as a singularity core which can emit a plasma shockwave. The vessel has 2 weapons fore and 1 aft, with enough room for Romulan scientists and engineers to install 2 experimental pieces of technology. The ship is also modifiable enough to allow for the installation of universal consoles, including a singularity stabilizer and a plasma destabilizer. Unlike the Federation, and Klingons honestly, the Romulan Star Empire would be in the fight of its life, struggling to survive. Since both Starfleet and the KDF actively try to poach the soldiers of the Republic versus, actually helping them, the nation doesn't have the resources to casually make changes to its ships. The Talis class would only have its iconic chassis due to these circumstances with no other options available. Which, and I say this unironically, I think is pretty awesome. In the end, with a well-written story, ships within the universe can make a lot of sense, even if they're 200 years old. Too bad Discovery doesn't do that. But unlike Discovery, if I'm being honest, I think the Talis class is one of these ships. It's fun and fits within the theme. But all of these are my opinions. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next Lore Reloaded.